Earlier this year, the prop trading industry experienced a seismic shift. A quiet storm was brewing, one that would soon upend the status quo and leave many firms scrambling for survival. The catalyst? MetaQuotes, the software powerhouse behind the MT4 and MT5 trading platforms, suddenly pulled the rug out from under countless firms by banning brokers from white labeling their platforms to prop trading firms. For these less familiar, white labeling in the trading world is when a broker licenses out their trading platform to another company, usually a prop firm, which then rebrands it as its own. It's a practice that allowed countless prop firms to offer MetaTrader 4 and 5 without needing to directly engage with the complexities and costs of running their own trading technology. But, with the flick of a pen, MetaQuotes brought this to an abrupt end. The implications were immediate and severe. Many prop firms that relied on white-labeled MT4 and MT5 platforms found themselves cut off overnight. With no platform to offer their traders, these firms were forced to pivot quickly, adopting alternatives like CTrader or DXTrade. For some, the transition was too much to bear. They folded under the pressure, unable to maintain the confidence of their traders or the liquidity needed to stay afloat. The landscape of the prop trading world has irreversibly altered and chaos reigned. But amid the turmoil, one broker thought they had found a clever way to sidestep MetaQuotes' new rules. Enter Eightcap. Eightcap, a broker with a solid reputation, saw an opportunity when others saw only a dead end. They believed they could outmaneuver MetaQuotes by exploiting what they thought was a loophole in the new regulations. Instead of directly offering their MT4 or MT5 platforms to prop firms, Eightcap devised a strategy to use these firms as a marketing front. Here's how it worked. Prop firms would still attract traders with the promise of access to the beloved MetaTrader platforms. But instead of the prop firms offering these accounts directly, Eightcap would facilitate them in the background. In other words, the prop firm didn't technically offer the challenge, Eightcap did. To the untrained eye, this might have seemed like a legitimate workaround. After all, the prop firm wasn't technically white labeling anything, right? But in reality, this scheme was a little more than white labeling in disguise, just with a few extra steps and a thicker layer of legalese. For a while, it seemed like Eightcap's gambit was paying off though. Many prop firms, desperate to keep their operations afloat and unwilling to abandon the MetaTrader platforms, eagerly took up Eightcap's offer. To the outside world, it appeared that these firms have found a way to defy the odds and continue offering MT4 and MT5, even as others were being forced to shut down or switch to less familiar platforms. But, as it is often the case with such maneuvers, the reckoning wasn't far behind. MetaQuotes, of course, wasn't blind to what was happening. The company has seen countless brokers and firms attempt to skirt its regulations before, and they had no intention of letting Eightcap's scheme go unchecked. As the months passed, MetaQuotes quietly began to gather evidence, watching as more and more firms signed on to Eightcap's plan. Then the hammer came down. MetaQuotes made it clear that they were fully aware of Eightcap's actions and they were not amused. The company moved quickly and decisively, forcing Eightcap to shut down its operation with these prop firms, and over 15 prop firms that had partnered with Eightcap found themselves suddenly cut off from the MT4 and MT5 platforms they had promised to their traders. These firms, which had hoped to avoid the fate of their competitors by aligning with Eightcap, now faced the same grim reality. They could no longer offer the platforms the traders had come to rely on. But the consequences didn't stop there. MetaQuotes' crackdown had a ripple effect that extended far beyond just shutting down these prop firms. The fallout from Eightcap's failed gambit was severe, costing the broker dearly. What they had hoped would be a clever workaround ended up costing them their reputation, their business partners, and their regulatory standing. The lesson was clear. Shortcuts in the trading industry often lead to dead ends. In contrast to the chaos that engulfed so many other prop firms, Lux Trading stood as a beacon of stability and reliability. While others scrambled to find new platforms or partner with brokers like Eightcap in a desperate bid to keep their businesses alive, we remained unaffected by MetaQuotes' crackdown. Why? Because we chose the road less traveled, the road of self-reliance and integrity. At Lux Trading, we didn't rely on white labeling or shortcuts. We invested in our own infrastructure, secured our own MT5 license, and maintained our own servers. Our dedicated IT team and cutting-edge technology ensured that our traders had uninterrupted access to the platforms they trust. We recognized long ago that to provide the best possible service to our traders, we needed to control our own destiny. That meant making the investments necessary to ensure that we could offer MetaTrader 5 on our own terms without relying on third-party brokers or questionable legal maneuvers. Our approach may not have been the easiest or the cheapest, for sure, but it was the right one. And now, as the dust settles from MetaQuotes' crackdown, it's clear that our decision has paid off. While other firms are being forced to shut down or switch to unfamiliar platforms, Lux Trading continues to offer reliable, world-class service our traders had come to expect. We didn't take the easy route, and because of that, our traders have nothing to worry about. In the end, the story of Eightcap and MetaQuotes serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of integrity and foresight in the trading world. While others were chasing shortcuts and trying to game the system, we at Lux focused on building a strong foundation that could withstand any storm. And that's why, when you trade with us, you can do so with confidence, knowing that you're in the hands of a firm that puts your needs first and refuses to compromise on quality. So, as the prop trading industry continues to evolve, remember this story the next time you're choosing a firm to trade with. At Lux Trading, we don't just talk about stability and reliability, we live it every day. And it's something you can count on no matter what challenges the market may bring. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you now understand why Eightcap has failed, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below.